Hey everyone, we're back. Whoa, it's FTCR. Whoa, hey, whoa, hey. I let this hang more than I thought I did. Okay, now that everyone's gone, how are you guys doing?
Man, I also left an anomaly lying around somewhere.
It just sprouted up one day, like a month and a half later. It's weird.
Chris, was that a bolt I saw on the ground? You haven't picked them all up yet?
What?
Oh, well, that's what we're doing soon.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Have you not seen the hour-and-a-half video length that we may or may not do all of?
Well, look, they made a new cutscene.
Something calls to me.
It's a ring. He's not confused by it. Maybe he is confused by it?
He seems like unbothered is maybe the term for it.
Right.
Total.
Well, we
maybe.
don't know how canon warp rings are in the game universe because they technically exist, like ones in Sonic 3 and K on Angel Island, but like we don't really see a lot of them. So it's like, are they canon? Are they not? We don't know.
Oh, I just this minute got an email from Sonic the Hedgehog. Did you guys know there's a new Shadow skin voiced by Keanu Reeves in Sonic X Shadow Generations?
Whoa.
That's cool. Why'd they do that?
I don't know if that's like $6 good, but that's cool.
Well, $6.
Marriage.
Marriage.
Is it $6? I'm pretty sure. Is it $6? Because I paid $16 for it.
Huh?
If you want just the level, it's $6.
I didn't know you could.
Okay.
Okay. I see.
If you don't want the Terrio skin and extra songs.
Wait, we're not listening to Keanu. We gotta hear Keanu's beautiful
He hasn't said
Keanu
anything
voice.
yet.
Oh, he said one thing.
Oh,
Oh. Oh, did you hear him? He went, huh?
I look gorgeous.
Imagine waking up one day and you just sound like Keanu Reeves.
I have 2 eyes now.
I'd be convinced that God is real if I woke up and sounded like Keanu Reeves. Years of prayers answered.
Oh, there's the moon.
Well, you see, this is before it gets shot in the movie.
Yeah.
Dude. It's fine.
Oh, right. Oh, Shadow's angry because that helicopter has the wrong gun logo, and he's like, "You're not on brand."
Look, it's
Sus.
why is that Eggman here?
Oh, well, because it's the Mean Bean coffee, so I guess that means AOSTH Robotnik is canonically the mermaid lady?
Chris, I was hoping you would stand next to one of the cars because Shadow is as tall as, like, a tire. I don't know why he's so tiny. He's bigger in the movie.
You know.
Yeah, I was about to say that's movie Shadow versus game Shadow, but this is supposed to be movie Shadow, so maybe he only changed shape but not size. So this is still like it's still the size of game Shadow.
Right now, Gun is chasing around a Shadow and a slightly smaller Shadow.
Right. I guess because this is supposed to be Game Shadow, but he did say just now, this looks like how Maria described Earth, which seems strange because this is a Shadow who has been on Earth and has walked around on Earth. But presumably Game Shadow just woke up. I mean, Movie Shadow just woke up at this point.
What?
So he should... Yeah,
I think Movie Shadow has just had the Sonic and Tails and Knuckles fight going by that scene where it starts, right?
Yeah.
Destroyed, yeah.
right. So Movie Shadow hasn't been awake for very long.
Unless there's weird, like, this is like the past, like present time in Sonic's world, and then it's like Sonic's world is 50 years in the future of present day. So it's like all like this stuff. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out.
I chose to ignore the dialogue in this level because it made me more confused the more I thought about it, especially at the end. Well,
Right.
this is cool though.
Oh, it is. Look at that.
Pretty
Also,
neat.
this level made me think 3 things. One, it's Sega being, here's a Westopolis remix, shut the F up about a Shadow level.
Oh, I like
2,
this.
Whee!
Yeah, 2, this is them
Oh, it's the moon.
this is them practicing their cinematic like level, like how can we do more cinematic like levels like that? Like this is them basically practicing. And then the third one is they were like, oh my god, we have Keanu Reeves, we need to make use of this as much as we possibly can.
I got a post. You missed one.
No matter how bad the read is, we're going to use it, damn it.
Right. He's called One Take Keanu because he was only paid for one take. He can do
Check
more
out
than
this gameplay.
I'm assuming.
But you haven't had time to perfect it. It just came out.
I'm assuming that
Yeah.
maybe he was being directed by Japanese voice whatever director, right? And they just didn't know.
We didn't get Jeff Fowler in there.
I want to know like how the whole thing was set up. Like, was there something in his contract that said, "Oh, you also are going to be recording something for the game," or is it like this was something extra? They're like, "Oh, he's doing this. Why don't we also approach him to record for the game?" Like, but they haven't said they haven't said anything about what the process of it was. But I'm really curious.
I'd like to think that when he was hired in to do the movie, he thought he was Game Shadow. And so the producers didn't know what to do, and they're like, because they'd already recorded all the dialogue for Shadow Generations.
Yeah, he has been in. He has been. I mean, of course, he's got Cyberpunk, and I think there was one other game he was in. So it's not like he's completely unfamiliar with video games.
Oh, he's so cool. He did a cool thing.
Ah, look how cool he
Here
is.
he jumps. Hey,
Whoa! You
strike
got
a
whoa!
pose.
Oh, he looks so ugly.
I did it. My name is Shadow. I mean, my name's Keanu.
It is like a.
Young Chris. Sorry, I missed the exact same trading card that you did.
Are they trading cards?
They're
No,
movie
they're
posters,
movie
guys.
posters.
Come on.
They're called posters in the collection room.
Right. Shadow doesn't seem too concerned about the fact that he's in an alternate reality.
I do wish that it looked more like movie Shadow and not like a cross between the two.
Right.
It looks kind of strange.
He looks uncomfortable to me. Whereas with Movie Shadow, I'm like, wow, that looks really good, actually.
Yep.
But this thing, I'm like, what are you?
I think the problem is that Movie Shadow already looks so much like regular. He looks pretty much exactly like Game Shadow, except for the eyes. So when they're like, we need to differentiate
I don't think that's true.
it very clearly in the game, they kind of went overboard to be all like, this looks different than Game Shadow.
This one's really ugly. That's how you'll know.
Okay, right. He's like, I've got a mission to complete, but I'll be back.
In the racing game, he's coming back into Crossworld.
Right.
So,
Game Theory.
I didn't think to check, but I feel like somebody would have already checked. When white space becomes red space, it doesn't become Act 2, right?
Whee!
I just wanted to show getting that last post to card because I knew someone would mention it.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Oh, you did it.
Because I was like, where is it? Oh, and there it is.
Oh, now we gotta pop some balloons.
You know, as you do.
I really like both of these challenges. I think are pretty well done. I like how both of these balloons and then later the ring ones is set up. I think it's really smartly done.
Man,
I like this whole thing. I wish you could skip the cinematics in the main act, but I like the way the act looks. So, hey, it's cool.
Hey, it's cool. Yeah.
My headcanon is that at the end of the level, and he's like, I'll be back later. This is what he meant. He's like, I gotta pop some balloons.
I'll be back. There's too many balloons in this town.
It's simply a hazard for the train yard.
Oh, right, you gotta be Keanu. Yeah.
Nice.
You did it.
Yeah.
Oh, just
Whoa.
made it. D1.
They're a little tricky, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I haven't. I only played it a few times, so I've only gotten A's. I haven't made myself play it a lot to get an S yet.
Right. I mean, I
It's a meech.
I still haven't gotten all S's in normal part.
What?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
David. Why are you buying Mighty Number 9 on Steam when you have S ranks to get?
What? I will neither confirm nor deny the fact that I purchased
Why
Mighty Number
you
9 for
calling him out
$2,
like that?
$1.99 on Steam. Way after the fact. You be sure to hear me confused in the vintage classic Mighty Number 9 Let's Play on this very channel.
Oh. Shout out.
Shout out
You
to
should
the
watch the
past.
whole thing to figure out which part David's in.
Yeah. You should watch the whole thing and figure out which part I was in too.
All right. How many did the cast continue to change for every part?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
Power Gerard Butler was in. I forget which one.
what part was Keanu in?
This one.
While you watch and see.
Do you think Keanu's ever played Mighty Number 9?
Sounds like a question
I
you would
haven't
ask
played
on
many
Sonic
games,
Weekly. Not this
Oh, yeah.
channel.
Oh man,
Yeah,
did you guys get Keanu Reeves to come on as a guest to promote?
Look, it's Terios because I forgot to put him anywhere.
Oh, there he
There he
is
is.
with his floppy.
Yeah, right before I played Tokyo, I was the Terio skin. So when Shadow popped up, looking at him, be like, "Yes, I'm me again." He was in Terios, so it didn't work as well.
Oh. Wait a minute. Are these collect?
Here's the movie posters, guys.
So these are just screenshots of the level
Yes.
you were just in, essentially.
Yes.
Why isn't it the movie posters?
Maybe they would have had to get actor likeness rights or something to put it in.
Oh, they could have
I don't
just
know.
blurred everyone's human face.
Or just put in the ones that were just Sonic and Shadow, I guess, right?
I mean, yeah, there's plenty of those.
They probably
There
would
it
have had
is.
to get permission from Paramount, and they didn't want to like go through those.
I mean, second Paramount must be in constant communication. How hard could it be? I think they're just.
They're lazy
Look
to
at
do it.
shoes.
That's the reason.
Ooh, they're blue.
They
Yeah, right?
should have put it in
I
the
like it.
trailer. Oh.
Trailer would have cool.
Because they're just odd collectibles. Like, yeah.
They're very weird.
I really enjoyed those. Now I'm
Look,
gonna
he's
get
on the
my
motorcycle.
My history.
We got to fill this in as the issue.
Oh,
Oh,
there's nothing here.
I have no history.
I
Who am I?
I deleted
He's
my history.
Terios.
I'm a piece of concept art, but I believe I was always playable in the game Sonic Adventure 2.
I'm Cable.
How excited are you guys to look at White Space and hear this music more?
Oh, right. I guess the bit from in Frontiers you can change the music. There's a music box. There's no music box here.
Yeah.
Oh, Shadow's normal
More
again.
dialogue.
And since I fucked it up in the main,
You may share
Parts.
his DNA, but he is not your true family. Your real family loves you, and that's us, Shadow. Me and Grandfather. We're your only family. If you accept anyone else as your family. Wait.
Keanu, what are you doing here?
Maria,
She's pro found family except any other found family.
Spagonia.
I never realized how much I liked the red stripes on Shadow's legs until I saw Movie Shadow in this game without them.
Oh.
Oh,
Then I was like, you know what? Those are a good accent on him, actually.
Time has very little meaning here. Oh. That's why you entered the movie universe, but you're not sure. Is that happening concurrent with the events of Sonic Generations, or did they happen concurrent with the events of Sonic Adventure 2?
Did you get a good look at the moon while you were there, Shadow?
Was it in
Man,
what?
that's what they should have done. Some more dialogue for the movie ring popping up. Oh, Keanu! I met him once. True story.
See, I think Froggy, maybe he does talk, and Big is like, I have to hide the secret.
These
Like,
are
of
the
course
voices in my
Froggy
head.
doesn't talk. I understand it because, of magic, yeah. He's certainly not on the run. I don't know if Big would say, I'm good, like, in that way, would he? Never mind, I'm good.
no, it doesn't seem like a bigism.
I know.
I feel like in the context of being all like, oh, like of him saying, oh, like that would make fishing too easy. I'm okay. Like that. I think that's. Like, that
Right,
would
but he
make
would.
sense.
You would say
But
like,
he
no,
wouldn't-
thank you.
I don't think he'd say I'm good. Yeah, no, thank you, Shadow. That can be your special thing.
Big's getting hip with the times, you know? He's updating his lingo.
Oh,
I have a
I think he
LinkedIn
missed
now.
the bolt.
Look, it's Omega.
Oh, it's an organic in origin. Shadow, you are part black arms.
You can
Oh.
turn into a gun.
I wish I could.
Oh man. You know, if
What
J.J.
kinda-
Abrams.
he created a giant cannon, but also he's trying to cure cancer. What kind of man is he?
All right. Well, in the original Death of Superman imaginary story from the 60s, Lex Luthor pretends to be good and cures cancer just so he can trick Superman into killing him. Into killing Superman. Trick Superman into...
Oh, I thought you made trick Superman into killing him, and I was like, that's a weird trick.
No, he was like, look, I'm good, I cured cancer. And then Superman's like, yeah, and he's like, oh, come here.
Ooh.
Oh, it's the bolt.
Hey, we got one.
Oh, you got one.
Yo!
Didn't take that long, right?
Right. But then Lex Luthor tricks Superman into being in a room, and he's like, ha, kryptonite. And then he dies.
Got you.
Right. But that was just an
stupid.
imaginary story, because of course Superman didn't die that time. He
Until
died
he
another
did.
time.
Yeah, that time.
Right. He died for real in the 90s, but technically he didn't die for real in the 90s because he was just sort of in a place between death and life. Like his body wasn't fully dead, but his soul was leaving his body, and so his, Jonathan Kent had to help save his immortal soul while the Eradicator had to save it. This is Sonic the Hedgehog. I guess
Steel
That
Superman.
did sound a lot like the story of this game, I have to
Steel's
say.
Right.
pretty cool.
Yeah, although I guess Superman died again. The New 52 version of Superman died, but I guess that was
That's a
retconned
different
into being
Sup-
half of Superman.
Yeah, then they fuse together. It's like there's multiple souls, multiple dimensions.
Right. So then maybe he never really died. I don't really know what the current status of Superman is in what's his past. Because I guess they've slowly been reintroducing the concept of him being Superboy and him being Superboy in Smallville, and it's like, okay, but I guess he still fought Doomsday and still went, he still did that.
Right. How does he turn into Superboy from Superman? What's the difference?
Oh, well, in the Earth 1 pre-crisis version of Superman, he had superpowers.
Dumb this down for me.
Okay.
It's basically the whole thing is that there are some continuities where he was Superboy in Smallville when he was a teenager, and then became Superman in Metropolis, and then there's some where he isn't fighting crime until he's Superman in Metropolis.
Right.
So his past is changing.
Right. Well, Golden Age
It's not that he is presently becoming Superboy.
He didn't revert into Superboy. No.
No, he didn't become right.
Okay.
So original.
That's where I was mixed up. Okay.
Yes. So original 38 origin, he started as Superman, and then in the 40s they introduced the concept of he was Superboy before Superman, and then in the 80s they got rid of that and it was like, no, he starts as Superman. Because they also made him not get all of his powers until he was an adult. In pre-crisis Earth 1, he had superpowers as a baby, which seems like a terrible idea because he's a baby.
Well, when else would he get them other than birth?
Well, the idea post-crisis is that slowly over time, being in the sunlight, his powers grew. He absorbed the yeah. So
Okay.
he couldn't fly as a kid, but he was a little bit stronger and a little bit more resilient. But Shadow.
Oh, hey, Shadow.
Right,
Did
I'm sorry.
Shadow
I'm
get
already
his
off.
powers immediately, or did he have to wait?
Well, he woke up as an angry 50-year-old man, right?
No sun exposure for his powers, I'll tell you that.
Right.
Is the arc
Even-
solar powered?
All right. There's a bolt. Okay,
What?
We got a bolt. We've got 4
Where?
bolts now.
Thanks.
We still have to mod it so that every time you collect it, it's Keanu saying Kevin.
Heaven. I hope this is cathartic for someone watching this.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a really good bolt collecting. This would be a very good bolt collecting video. I know I'm probably going to use this to find all the bolts that I'm missing.
Oh, right. Because when this
I
game
wouldn't
came,
recommend it for that, but
oh, is there a really good this is the way to get all the bolts, and not a video that just kind of meanders and cuts around and goes, whoops, I forgot this bolt.
Yeah, it shows.
this is one of those if that helps.
Oh,
Oh, cool. Well, you got a bolt just now.
Yeah. There was a better one uploaded at some point. I referred to it near the end of this once I
good.
I got
good.
77. I got so close without having to look, but then I had to.
Then you had the
Or maybe like 73. It was 3 or 7 I had left.
you gotta memorize this whole map when you 100% speedrun it.
Oh, that is the thing I'm doing. How'd you know?
I know because at the end of this video you speedrun all of Shadow.
Oh,
It accidentally skipped ahead for me. I'm
I
sorry.
didn't want you to. I didn't want that spoiled. That's why the video is so long.
Yeah. This is a world record speedrun. 100% Shadow in 32 minutes and 57 seconds.
I got the last way, guys.
I don't see 100% on speedrun.com yet, so
You could be the
want to be the
first.
first.
Is speedrun.com still the speedrunning place? Because I know you've mentioned like, hey, you're in contention for being a speedrun record man, but on YouTube, I think there are other.
Speedrun.com is pretty much like the main one that most people use. Like, I don't think there is like obviously it's not like you're the only person, but it's like speedrun is where most people, if they're gonna like actively put up a speedrun of something and upload it, it goes on speedrun.com.
Okay, you got that bolt. I
I
like
got
how
you, David.
Oh, there's a bolt. Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
you missed that bolt. Oh God.
Currently the
I got you, David.
currently the any percent record on PC is 1 hour and 5 minutes.
Well,
I mean, if you go to YouTube, are you gonna find a quicker record than that?
probably.
It's
Maybe.
possible, but I think most people that do actively do it like the fastest, are uploading it onto the site, are uploading it. And also, like, when you're doing it, it's like the straightforward, no cuts, no anything. So, like, maybe like if you're watching a video, they might have cuts or something. So that's why it's always like, oh, you gotta like upload it, and then the special people on the site are like, we must review it to make sure that you're following the rules.
Special people. That's good for them. I don't ever want to do any of that because it sounds exhausting.
All right. Let's. Right. Also.
That's why I think that's
Whoa.
why I think it's like funner when it's like, yeah, like, because most like speedrunners do it while they're streaming. So like they'll stream the game, they'll put their timer up,
exhausting.
they'll just stream it up, and then they'll be like, okay, I'm done streaming, and then they just upload their stream onto the site, and then there you go, you're on
much
the
work.
thing.
Right.
That's like
Yeah.
3 extra clicks.
Right. Well, we could become a speedrunning channel.
No. You
Why
can
not?
make one. You can gladly make one.
Okay. What I'll do is I'll find some video footage of a tool-assisted speedrun of Super Mario Brothers.
no.
And
Just upload it.
Find some footage and claim it as your own?
yeah.
Oh, well, if it's that easy,
They'll
hold on.
steal it. No one will ever know.
Exactly.
Fuck.
No.
Chris,
I've got this
you gotta get
planned
that
out.
bolt.
There's a
Oh,
oh, you
thank
got the
God.
bolt. Good.
Good thing you listened to me.
Kevin.
Now we can get plot.
Oh, you can
Oh.
listen to more. They have more dialogue.
That's right. Every 20 bolts.
Thank you for your generosity.
You're welcome, Gabumon.
Whoa, that just went robust. I can't wait until you unlock a super secret level.
What?
From getting all the bolts, right?
Oh, right. Yeah, I do show that off. That's some of the concept art for it right there.
Oh, okay. Oh, you did a cut. Okay.
Oh, that would be kind of neat, though, right? Like, oh, it unlocks a level, and you get concept art for the level as you build the ship. That'd be kind of cool.
Well, right, like it's a hint. Like, oh, what is this gonna be?
Man,
mean-
we should make this game.
Right.
Like Nasty's loot, yeah. It's like the Spiral, like Nasty's loot. You get taken to like a special place where you get more. You just kind of run around. You can explore. Maybe you get taken to like a beta level from like from an old game, kind of like the. Yeah, it's like a mix between Nasty's loot and the Insomniac Museum. That'd be cool.
I mean, I think they should have done a level. Okay, because the thing you're building has some lore connection. I don't know if we'll spoil it just yet, but
Wait, does it?
well, they mentioned something. Or about in Cuba.
Oh. I thought you meant the rocket itself has a lore connection.
No.
And I was like, what?
No.
Episode 2?
Oh yeah, that's what it. No.
Because
you found
episode
it.
2 would be great foreshadowing for later.
Whoa. Maybe that's what it could have been. It could have been episode 3, and you as Shadow have to free Little Planet. It's like we're just clearing up all the loose ends.
Ian Flynn hack job?
He looks at it. He's like, "What is that place?" It's like, "Oh," and then that's when the pink-haired lady.
Her name is
we haven't
Tori.
seen yet.
Call her by her name.
Oh yeah. Okay, so Professor Tori, confirmed, I guess, in the movie.
I mean, yeah, the in the Shibuya screen in the clip that we
Yes.
saw, like it's spelled out Tori.
Okay. So Professor Tori,
Uh huh.
she would show up and be like, "Oh, you're Shadow. Yeah, okay, I'm studying Little Planet because Sonic freed it once, and then he tried to free it a second time, but as you can see, he
failed.
screwed up.
But
didn't free it.
you can save it.
Oh, you're yeah." He's like, "Well, since you're here, you might as well fix this problem." And he's like, "What? But I didn't. This isn't my problem. This is that faker's problem." She's like, "Yeah, but if you fix it, then does that make you cooler than Sonic?" And he's like, "I'm already the coolest."
No, but then he finds out about the time stone. He's like, wait a minute, the time stones. I could use that to travel through time again.
Right. Although if this is happening during this game, he's already sort of traveling through time. And he's like, "Oh, maybe I also need those to fix the problem." God.
I can go with my one character conflict for a third time. Thank God.
Maybe this time I can save Maria. Screwed up again.
That's what I was looking for in the movie level that I was a little surprised wasn't in there. Was the little electronic billboard of the Tori girl.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, oh, this would be a good way to tease whatever they're doing here as well. And then they didn't. They just had
Right.
a big sign that said marriage.
Oh, yeah. And Rouge TB, whatever TB stands for.
Tuberculosis.
Tough luck for wanting Rouge in. Owned.
Oh, yeah. Rouge
Also
TB.
Chaos Bank with Chaos Eye on it.
Right. So, is Professor Tori going to be in the next?
That is so funny
Sonic?
that you said bank because it looks like a bank logo, doesn't it? Even though
Oh, you
the
missed
word
it.
bank is not there
Oh,
at
you missed
all.
it. Oh, you got it.
But I was also thinking bank when I looked at that logo.
Yeah, it's got to be a bank. What else?
I
could it
mean,
be?
what else could it be with a logo
What
like
else
that?
could it be, David?
For which logo?
You know.
Hang on.
I completely missed it.
I-
I was watching the game.
I took a screenshot of it. I'll send you.
Yeah, Dave.
Oh yeah, let's see it.
My theory is that Professor Tori, it's not about birds, but it's about flying, and then it'll be the flying through the dimensions, like the Sonic Crossworlds says. The Chiefs figure out how to open rifts without the rings.
feel like that her appearing in the movie is basically just 100% a Tyson thing that he's just like,
Yes.
oh, I'm gonna put her on like he's like, oh, we need stuff to go on on the billboards. I'm just gonna put her on there because that'll be fun.
Yes.
But there's
Oh,
a date.
Pretty sure that's all it is.
Yeah, like
December 30th.
Yeah, it's
There is a date.
Yep, December 30th is when we're supposed to get something about Professor Tori, maybe. Oh, did you know that?
Maybe it's an ARG.
You remember when we were wondering who signed that letter to, not Commander Walters, fucking Commander Tower?
Oh yeah.
That T is for Tori, because in the Japanese version of this game, it's not just signed T, it's signed Tori.
What?
You didn't know
Yeah.
this, David?
So I
In all
don't-
your infinite lurking, you haven't lurked across this?
I haven't seen it. What?
I posted this under you asking about it in a retro server. I was just like, oh, he must have saw it.
No, I didn't see that.
Wow.
because I didn't know about her having the name Tori, so like, yeah,
When did you post
that
that?
T, like, okay, that makes
was
a
like-
lot of sense now.
It was like 3 messages under you asking about it something, and I was like, hey, I saw this on Twitter.
Oh man, I missed
Because
it.
you
Well,
asked something about Wendy's translation, so I went to their Twitter to be like, oh, I wonder if they've talked about this.
All right.
oh yeah.
So yeah, that's
So
real.
that is. Oh,
So here's the.
that's a bank.
It
There's
looks
an
like a
ATM.
bank, right?
Yeah, it says ATM.
Oh, it does?
Under it.
Oh,
Yeah, see?
I didn't even see ATM.
Yeah.
Why
Those
do
are-
people call it ATM machine?
I mean, unless ATM means something else in Japanese.
At the moment,
The moment.
At the moment.
Oh, there's a
machine.
bolt. I missed it. Okay.
I'll go get that.
Okay. You're gonna get. Okay, you got it. Oh, you got it. You're running out of rings.
I'm a little sad you haven't said that for the ones I've missed already, but.
Oh well, I got distracted.
One thing I saw online about that I didn't really think about until I saw someone post about it was that the whole idea is that the reason why Mephiles is in his like that he's the only that he's like underground compared to everybody else is because he's separated from the timeline. So it's this whole thing like, oh, he's underground and in his own thing away from all the other levels because he's
I see
completely
people say
separated from
that,
Lightspeed. Yeah.
It's the same for Metal Overlords. I don't really buy that as an actual thing to put stock into. There's Metal Overlords up in a stupid building too, in a way.
But at least Metal Overlords, like, you can get to it. Like, when you go to the quick select, Metal Overlord is still on the same map, but Mephiles is the only one that changes the map to go to like a completely separate. So that's why I was I think
he's underground. Yeah, it's not like a war reason. It's just a map reason.
He's just cold. He wants to be underground.
I don't buy these people's fan theories, and I don't want them to have fun, Stefan.
Right? Who has fun? Okay, so Professor Tori is the one who.
Now this is a fan theory I'll buy into.
I mean, that's interesting.
Is she a professor, or is she like does she work at Gun, or like is she like above Tower, or is she like close to Tower? Like, what are people thinking?
I mean,
is she a podcaster?
She's saying like, you know, due to your request or whatever, right? Like, here it is. So she maybe follows orders from him.
Yeah, I think Gun or Tower is in charge. He's the gun commander. He probably only answers to the president.
Yeah.
In the terms of the hierarchy, political structure of the Sonic. All right.
And he answers to Olive Garden.
He answers. That's right. All right. But Sonic, he answers to no one. So if the president's like, Sonic, we need your help, he'll only do it if he feels like it.
Mr. President.
There's a bolt.
It's kind of mean of Sonic. Like, people need help, and he's just like, only if I feel like it.
But do we also... So the people are also wondering, like, is she a relative of Eggman because she has, like, the archaeology get-up, sort of? Is it an archaeology get-up? Do we even know that?
It makes more sense than anything else, I guess.
It's what it looks like.
Right. Well, I mean, I guess she was doing archaeology in Eggman's base, looking for a journal. Although she does, right? So maybe she was set to it because she is related to the Robotniks, like.
Yeah.
And that would make sense. So she would be Gerald's great granddaughter.
It could just be granddaughter, right?
Well, she seems.
She looks kind of young.
She looks young. I mean, who knows? Maybe one of the Eggman sons had a kid really late in life. But
I have to keep imagining the egg people fucking, and I don't like it.
I could give you something else to think about. Do humans have blob feet in this world? Oh wait, no. We've seen Eggman's toes in Olympic Games, so never mind.
Broadcast on live TV in this universe,
Mm-hmm.
Right. Doesn't in Sonic Adventure 2, Maria doesn't have shoes and her feet look weird, right? Because they weren't modeled to ever be seen.
Oh yeah.
So they're kind of like, and you're like, ugh. And then luckily they're like, let's give her shoes. It's like, thank you. Why did you not give her shoes the first time around?
I'm glad I didn't know this.
Because I was curious, because I want to remember, because the Tori,
I want to remember. Maria feet.
Because she first appeared in that Tails tube, and that was in March of 2022. So like, this whole thing with her has been like, at least now, like about 3 years in planning. So I'm trying to think of like, oh, like depending, like if she was created enough that they put her in that thing like back in March of 2022, how far along were they like in planning like these future stories?
I mean, I don't know, it takes them like a couple of years to make anything.
All right. I think they started working on Shadow Generations back in like 98.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Because this is before Sonic. This is even before the release of Sonic Movie 2. So, and like presumably, I thought Shadow Generations was kind of done at least sometime after Sonic 2 when they decided that, oh, we're doing Sonic 3 with Shadow in it.
They were like, let's make some synergy.
Yeah, so there is a thing of like, yo, so if she is a robot, like, because it's like, how far ahead did they, like, if, quote unquote, if she is a Robotnik, how far ahead did they think about, like, expanding the Robotnik family, like, in, like, with all the journal stuff? Like how far ahead did they decide, oh, we're gonna write this journal and talk about, like, the more of the history? But also, like, I know Ian has said, like, at various times that, oh, there are lots more of, like, lore stuff that Sega has thought up about. Like, yeah, but didn't they say, like, they knew, like, they said where, like, no, was it the Chaos Emerald or something? Because he said, like, oh, the Sega knows the origin of this thing, but they just aren't going to say it.
Could be.
It could be. It might be the Chaos Emerald. I remember Ian did this thing where he was like, oh, yeah, Sega told me that they know the origin of, it might have been the Emeralds. But they're like, oh, we're not going to say it, like, until we decide we want to say it.
Oh.
I don't know.
They sure don't mind changing their minds about everything else, so they should just say it. Give the people what they want.
That is true.
I don't think anyone wants that. Hopefully not. I like not knowing.
I do think after was again, and there was that we because we didn't bring it up that Ian had said in one of the Bumblecast episodes is that Sega were actually the ones that wrote most of Mephiles' dialogue in his fight. So that does beg the question of the way they wrote him like that. I've seen people speculate, do they have intentions of using him more then? Because that feels like a very, like, with his characterization there, if they were the ones responsible for that, it makes it feel like they want to do something. They're planting some seeds for maybe we'll do something with him again.
The 06 remake.
Yeah, the Sonic 06 remake they're making. You didn't know?
Oh, it's gonna be like Final Fantasy VII. That's what's good. He remembers. That's what it's gonna be.
Sonic 06 remake, baby. Let's go. You heard it here first. 2026, 2027. I don't know, but we'll see you there.
Yeah.
Hashtag leak. Oh, it had to be 2026 for the 20th anniversary. Yeah.
They're gonna rush it out to come out in 2026, and it's just gonna be it's still gonna be unfinished because they want it to come out that so badly. It's just we're just gonna be stuck in a circle. Then we're gonna have to remake that in 20 years.
I think I'd actually quit this series.
Oh, there's a balloon.
If I know 6 remake is bad.
Oh, Sonic Rivals 2.
Oh, I remember that game. It wasn't released in Japan.
That devastated you because I think you were there.
Yeah.
Oh, Sonic Rivals.
Well, that's the first one. There's a bolt. Yeah.
Rivals 1 is like one of Rivals 1 is in like the top 10 most forgettable Sonic games.
Number 10. Sonic Eraser. Yeah. When you think
this
about
one practically erased itself from our minds. See after the commercials here on G4.
Oh man,
what's the G stand for?
You're about to find out.
Oh, there's this bolt. Remember when I couldn't find this bolt?
Yeah, I do remember. And you were like, no, I definitely went in there. And I was like, well, you should try anyway, just to be sure.
Right. And then I went in there and went, oh, you're right, I didn't get this ball.
Sonic Heroes, that's a cool game.
Fault. I made a fault.
Yeah, I'll say.
I made a problem fault.
Can you beat Shadow Generations without gliding? Impossible.
Is it impossible?
Probably.
I guess they don't force you to do it anywhere, do they? Like you,
I think you have to
force
use
turn
that
into Doom Wings a few times,
Yeah,
but
I thought in Radical Highway you have to use it at a certain point. I thought, or maybe not.
you can do the stage without the Doom Wings though. So I mean,
Yeah, you can get an S rank without using it. It's part of the thing. Do you have to S rank it both ways to get the achievement? Can you S rank just one?
just one. I think you'd fail the challenge at the final boss, I guess, is the issue. Unless you'd count that as flying.
Oh.
Yeah, I haven't finished all of the Doomwing S ranks yet. You see, these running for the notes would be far better if you didn't have to keep running all the way back to the level gates to do it. Because like I have some enjoyment running, like chasing after the music notes around, especially like the gold ones, which have like a set path that you kind of have. It's kind of like a game you got to do. But the fact that you have to then, if you fail or even if you succeed, you have to then go all the way back, especially like on this island. They're really it's really haphazard to get back to the challenge gates, and it's like, yeah. If there was an easier way to get back to the challenge gates, they'd be far more enjoyable.
They're a little grating for sure.
Well, if you want to go to the challenge gate, you can just pause and go to the menu, and it'll warp you in front of whichever one you choose.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh,
I guess you could do that, couldn't
does
you?
Does it work for the challenges? I thought it only worked for the levels.
Oh, it works for the challenges as well, I think.
Okay.
There's a whole list.
I trust you,
I'm
David.
Boo Boo the Fool.
Boo, boo. Hey, boo, boo.
You
Hey,
wouldn't lie to
Boo-Boo,
us, right,
You
David?
wanna play Sonic Forces?
I won't scroll down and see 5 different comments timestamped to 35 minutes in, being like, "Actually, David."
David, you're wrong. And I'll be like, am I? Like, it's fine.
Oh man, are you gonna pop those balloons?
Maybe I'll forget.
You should be able to open the chest by just shooting it.
It'd be cooler.
Yeah, he's like, my name's Shadow.
Whoa!
You did it. Oh,
Have fun reading that.
there it is, page 1.
You have to get all the music notes so we can make a composition.
So we can do a what?
We can make our own music. Yeah, we can make our own song.
Oh, yeah. Alright, how many music notes are in this game? Like,
More than enough.
However many challenges there are. Oh yeah,
Nice.
yeah. That one I really love. Like the fact that you got to like a full storyboard of a scene from 06. Like I love like I love seeing like storyboards like that. General. Like I wish we got more of like those.
right.
You're going to get more if you're getting
Yeah,
all the
they-
gold
yeah,
medals in
there's
the
more of
06
them.
remake.
In comparison to just here's a PNG of the Sonic Rivals box art. It's like that's cool, I guess.
Well, a museum should have everything, so of course it would have the box art, but also cooler things. And
But like if I have to work for it, I'd rather have the more interesting things than the less interesting things.
you did it.
Thanks, David. You kind of sound like some heavily veiled criticism of Sonic Origins you were just espousing.
Oh, what? Sonic Origins should have had.
Maybe I'm projecting here.
This is what I'll say. Sonic Origins should have had the entire Sonic CD design document.
That's specific. I like it.
Yeah. I mean, maybe this game
Is
should
that
have
a
had
known
what?
thing? Why CD specifically?
Well, because we know they have it. Who was it that tweeted out some time ago, like, oh, look what I found, and it was just a binder of the entire design document of Sonic CD, and people went, oh, you should scan that and put it on the internet, and he went, no, I'm gonna give it back to Sega because I'm a Japanese developer, and it was like, oh, don't do no.
I see. Unfortunate.
Yeah, because I guess Sega has it. I guess they scanned it because some of those pages are in Origins, but they could put the whole thing in Origins. That's what I would do. And and that's what you should do too.
Okay, I will.
Good. Well, and then I guess when they remake Sonic Adventure 2, they could put the entire SA2 design document in there because we know they have it. Remember, Aaron Weber tweeted out the binder and said, "Look at this." And I was like, "Wow, cool." You gonna show that? He was
Nope.
like, "Yeah, yeah."
Well, see, David, you're actually leaking a lot here because many people don't know. They're doing 06 and then Heroes and then Adventure 2. They're actually working backwards.
Oh,
remake-wise.
that makes
So that'll be in the Adventure 2 remake.
Okay, that makes sense because you want to save the best for last. That's why Sonic Adventure remake is last.
It certainly is a lot.
Yeah, look at him. And then, of course, the Sonic Adventure remake will have the 3 versions of Sonic Adventure, right?
Oh, no. I can't.
Yeah, you
I'm
know,
not strong enough.
Sonic, the originals. You get your cool What just happened? Oh, you went in there. Your cool HD version, your original Dreamcast version, and your Sega Saturn version.
You know, if RGG Studios can make Pirate Majima, Virtual Fighter 6, and then whatever the hell the other thing was all at once, sure. Why can't Sonic Team make 3 different remakes of Sonic Adventure 1 at once?
Yeah, why not? Right, I completely missed the Virtua Fighter, Nintendo Digital Dot. What is it
You didn't
called?
watch the Virtual Fighter Direct where they showed the same trailer again?
Oh, is that all they did?
Have we gotten any
they
Crazy
talked
Taxi
about-
news yet?
No. They talked about all the changes they made to the new version of 5. That's the 6th version of 5.
It's the 6th version of 5. Why so
If
many?
it's not that, it feels like it.
Yeah. So what
Can't
did they
believe you
change?
didn't watch.
I know. I forgot. I forgot. What they change?
You should just watch the Virtual Fighter Direct, I think. I put it in here.
Oh, in this video?
Yeah, just to make sure you saw it.
Okay, just put it in the corner.
There's a bolt. Oh, it was right there, Chris. Ah!
Sorry, I gotta go over here
Okay.
first.
What? But is you got a chaos control, I think, right?
Yeah, this car.
The exact wrong time.
Terrible.
Amazing.
Your hubris.
I love comedy.
At least I got artwork 29.
Oh, I like that one.
Right now
Yeah,
you
that's pretty
gotta.
alright.
Right, you gotta get your chaos control back.
Not
up.
as good as Artwork 28.
Yeah. What could be?
Artwork.
What's your favorite artwork number?
28?
Anything that's not 11. Except for 29. 29's a worse number.
What? Why is 29 worse?
29 is such like I don't know.
The
It's
number
hard
of
to
days in
explain.
February in a leap year.
It's hard to explain, but
Ooh.
29 is such a awkward number because it's like, why would you have 29 of anything if you could have 28 or 30? Like, any other number before or after, I could reason in my head, like, okay, that makes sense why you would end up on that
Stefan
number.
just hates prime numbers.
Yeah, like also like 19 also is very weird. 39 is pretty weird as well. Like, yeah, like those type of numbers. It's kind of like, why would
There's
you
something
just...
weird with
9.
being 39.
39 is 3 times 13.
What?
Sonic Prime affected a lot of us, and I
Oh
get
god, Sonic Prime. Do you think Sonic Prime is going to be in that racing game they announced?
it. I could see 9 being in there, as much as Stefan doesn't like the number 9, it seems. Because it's like Sonic could be in there, but the main difference is his shoes, and they'd be in the car pushing the pedal, so you wouldn't even be able to see.
I like characters named now. There's a lot of characters that are named 9 that I like.
Oh, like Mighty Number 9?
You mean Beck and Call, David?
Oh right, I forgot.
Your new favorite
Look,
game. Your new favorite game. Are you gonna be? Are you gonna be a pro Mighty Number Niner?
right, I could speedrun that, right?
Uh,
That's right. Did you know that Mighty Number 9 is for sale on Steam for $1.90? We already talked about this, or did I not say that part?
No, you
well,
did.
people need to know.
They should have had it for 99 cents.
Oh, that would have made a lot more sense because also more. Like at
You could
this
say it makes
point,
less
like,
sense, David.
I just don't know why you want KJ Inafune to starve, David. Like, why didn't you buy it when it was more expensive?
because it wasn't Mega Man.
Oh, it's a little prejudiced.
Right. You should have just called it Mega Man next one.
Is that why you also didn't buy Penny's Big Breakaway?
Oh,
It's
David,
not
call it
Sonic.
out. You're not supporting your Sonic Retro brethren.
The only game I buy is Sonic.
True.
But also,
Same.
only the very cheap bundles.
That's right.
And
I
some of
don't.
us are gaming.
Never buy Steam Sonic for full price. If you're doing it, you're doing it wrong.
That's not.
Who would ever do
It's
that?
not wrong.
Right. I only buy Sonic games once they're 20 years old.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, the move is always to wait a month because it's always half off, like 3 weeks later. So
Right. If I was Sega, maybe I wouldn't do that. Maybe I'd say, look at the value.
Yeah, like, I'm pretty sure you could get like the entire Yakuza collection for like maybe $60.
a lot of games.
That is.
That's like 10 plus games right there.
Whoa, check this out.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Snowy Peak.
How'd you do that?
I don't remember.
Do you guys want to know a fun fact about the Tokyo mission level you played?
I love
yeah.
facts.
You start at Shibuya Scramble Crossing, and you end at Tokyo Skytree. That's
Persona
13.6
5?
kilometers.
It's how many kilometers?
13.6 kilometers.
13.6. So we can figure out how fast Shadow is.
That's
in the
right.
movie
Oh,
universe.
no.
He gets there like
Okay.
in like less than 3 minutes,
Wow.
right?
2 minutes of that is cutscene.
2 minutes without the cutscenes.
Right. Now we know. Right, because, well, I guess it's not movie Shadow, it's Game Shadow pretending to be movie Shadow.
Oh my god, would that be 400
He
kilometers
does,
an hour?
he does say he has all of his same abilities so it's like the idea is that probably that it's still the exact same Game Shadow, but he just looks different.
Doing that
So like
right?
movie Shadow probably has different powers.
He probably has Chaos Control.
Die.
Right?
I mean, I don't know when this video is going up, but we haven't seen the movie yet, so we don't know exactly how Shadow's teleporting powers work.
Wait, you didn't go to the early premiere, Stefan? We were there.
What?
Alright, you didn't go to London?
Isn't it?
London, Ontario?
We were invited by Snoop
I
Dogg.
did go to, no, that was the problem. I did go to London, Ontario, and nothing was there. You told me to go to
that's-
London.
Nothing was
and I
there.
was like,
There was nothing.
There's nothing in Canada. Confirmed by Stefan. How? Oh, yes.
Ooh, that was like
it-
perfect.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
There was they rolled out the blue carpet because Sonic's blue. And
Oh,
yeah. And Jim Carrey was there, right? Or was he not there? He was there, I think.
I don't remember. Who are you?
My name
Ooh.
is Miyamoto.
That's
Hi,
unfortunate.
Shmiyamoto.
Miyamoto. I'm creator of
Shmario.
Shark.
Mario,
Shmario.
Schlink,
Mario.
Schmonkey Kong.
Shmonky.
No, I was talking to a friend. I was talking to a friend about this, but they were like, oh, like they were kind of annoyed where they're like, oh, like for the Donkey Kong land for the Super Nintendo world, they were like, you know, it's kind of annoying that Miyamoto gets the credit as the creator of Donkey Kong when literally his design, that's not the Donkey Kong design that you see everywhere is not Miyamoto's Donkey Kong. That's Rare's Donkey Kong.
That's not his fault.
I know, but
Right.
yeah, 'cause
What can he do about that?
Because it made me bring up like the whole idea. I mean, it's like comics do it all the time, where like you'll have the creator of a character, but like in future products or installments will use a version of the character that was created by other people, but yet the original creator will still always be like the one person that's considered as the creator. And that was just kind of thinking like, oh, so it was just a funny thing to think about and talk about.
You don't get the Kevin Bayliss creator of Donkey Kong or whatever that guy's name from Rare was. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
It's like again, like I don't even remember who the guy's name is, and it's like, oh, that's just kind of like a standard thing with most. I mean, like even like with Sonic, like Yuji Naka for the longest time was always like, he kind of took the reins as the creator of Sonic and kind of disassociated Oshima and Yasuhara as giving them as much credit as they probably deserved.
That's right. Me, Yuji Naka, is all me.
Are you gonna fight Apollo Creed? What is this voice?
What do you mean? It's me, Yuji Naka.
Adrian, look at this funny blue thing I made.
Yeah, you know what? That's right, I woke up
He
one
ate
day
eggs
and I
off the
went,
floor, and that's how he created Balan Wonderworld.
That's
You get more
right.
protein if they're on the floor. A lot of people don't know this.
I woke up one day and I was trading some stocks and I went, what if I created a hedgehog and he could
I woke up one day
What if-
trading some stocks.
Final Fantasy MMO, and I was like, hey, wait a minute.
good. Yeah.
I wish I'd had the foresight to put that Shadow concept art I got in before this one, where it shows like Eggman split in half with Gerald, because it looks like Gerald has a cyborg head or something going on. Like it implies that he would have came back in the Shadow game or something. Wish I would have put that in here for us to talk about, but I didn't, because I forgot all about it.
Chris.
But I thought it was interesting.
Well, and now you've got a whole bushel and or pile. Whoa, look at
So
that.
close.
Yes!
It's nearly complete. I can't wait to get home.
Aww.
Oh, Flicky
Flicky
Island.
Island.
There we
There
go.
it is. Oh,
The plot is
And
revealed.
I always forget that Kirk Thornton's Shadow
Wonderful.
is also Orbot's voice.
and yeah. And Gabumon. Same character.
And he's, I believe he's Igor in Persona.
Oh, right. Oh.
My name is.
I think he was also in, I need to remember, I think he's also in Castle of, I think he's the main bad guy in Castle of Cagliostro.
I think he also voiced movies in the French dub.
French dub of FTCR.
Yeah.
Oh man, that'd be so.
You guys knew I had these dubbed in other languages, right?
I didn't know that. How
The
many?
F stands
How much
for
do you pay
French.
them?
Nothing.
Okay. Well, how many
It's like those-
languages
yeah,
are we currently in?
It's like those YouTube accounts. Yeah, it's all those YouTube accounts that have like alternate languages or subs.
Huh.
Oh, there's Terios.
Stereos.
Yeah. Yeah, there's that concept art that was shown behind closed doors maybe once.
That's from the day we got Nails the Bat.
Yeah, Nails the Bat. Why would
Was-
Nails
what-
the Bat exist if Shadow wasn't playable in this game?
Was that revealed in that the was it that Udon History of Sonic book? Was that where that image first was released?
Wait, which
I remember
one's-
being in a Too Many Games
Yeah, no,
where they
that-
showed it at some panel they were doing.
Yeah, no, that was exactly because I specifically remember when we were at Too Many Games, we were all eating breakfast in the hotel, and we looked on our phone like, oh my god, look, it's original Shadow.
That's where we got that weird big cat too.
That's
Hey,
right.
yes.
Yeah. The
Big boy.
yes, the 25th anniversary art book has some things in it. It has Sonic Adventure 2 concept art. It was brand spanking new, and everyone went, "Wow, cool! I hope this book has a lot of great things in it."
Yeah, I specifically
Well,
remember
David
it
did
because
it.
I specifically remember it because I believe it was in the Nuts and Bolts charity stream. There was like I think like a half an hour section which is just a rant about how bad the Udon book was. So I always remembered that. And I think they were like, oh, the showing the Shadow prototype concept art was pretty much the only good thing like really about it. I remember being mentioned.
Yeah, because it's It's not a very good book, I don't think.
We'll get a good one someday.
I've also wanted to show you. Okay, I need to find where. I need to see so I can pull it up. But there's this Scholastic book that I found like years ago. And that like it's like here, how to get to know Sonic. And I was surprised that it actually goes far in depth than I ever expected in like actually like the history of Sonic, like to the point where there's stuff about Naka, Oshima, and Yasuhara. Like it name drops all three of them and talks about here's how they came up with the design of Sonic. And it's like they actually go through far more like development history of Sonic than I've seen in any other Sonic book. And I was surprised this kind of silly.
Oh, there's a bolt down there.
Well,
Oh,
What?
well,
Stefan left the call.
He got
Hey,
really
I'll be right
excited.
back. I gotta get this.
I guess he's doing looking at that Scholastic book.
Oh, hi,
My
Stefan.
computer my computer pooped out for a moment there.
is your recording
Oh.
okay?
It's still recording, so it should
Oh.
be. It should be fine.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a
I was
problem.
worried. I was worried there, but like my Audacity's still going, so
Right.
All right. Well, I'll just have your Italian dub actor come in and redub your lines if it's gone.
yeah.
Okay, so we're in
so I was trying.
Italian.
Yeah, so I was just trying to say that the book was that this little Scholastic book is far more interesting like of Sonic info than I've seen in any other big deep dive book. I think it's funny.
Retro's got competition.
Uh-oh. That's right. We can't fight Scholastic.
Oh, that was the last bolt that I needed, by the way. It was right there. When I did all
And I
80
got
of
it
mine.
here.
Wow. Now we know. Now you know that we know. I don't
Yeah.
know. I think I'm a little tired.
What?
That's okay.
Yeah, I know, right?
How could you be tired of this, Dave?
Well, I just mean I'm tired in general.
Oh.
I haven't gotten a full. I don't think I got a full 8 hours of sleep last night.
I haven't in a few days, so I understand.
Oh, why? What happened? Were you like, oh, I'm just up late, or were you like, you went out to eat instead?
Went
like-
out to eat?
I need a hamburger. You're like, I should be sleeping,
Hamburger.
but I just need a hamburger. So you hopped into a little moped and just started scooting around the Midwest.
Chris, is that why you're
That's-
tired? Because you did all those things?
I just didn't know David knew.
Oh man,
Oh, yeah.
Frontiers 2. Let's go, baby.
The burger wasn't even that good is the worst part.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I got episode Shadow.
Whoa, check it out in the collection room. I do like that they decided to put a couple of these jungle gyms in there. So I'm like, yeah.
Especially that they do it in the frontiers area of the map.
Right, and nowhere else. Because if they did it elsewhere, it'd be like, oh, this is overkill.
Well, frontiers is one
Especially-
big jungle gym. They have to do it over here.
Yeah.
Especially since we're never going back to the Starfall Islands.
Oh,
Shadow
well,
might.
he-
There might
he
be
ha-
Shadow
he has to-
DLC.
He has to go to Chaos Island at some point. We have to close the loop
Does he
eventually.
have to? Does White Space
order-
have to be based on places
Is that
that he's
bolt?
been or will be? Like, can it just be
There's
anywhere?
a bolt right there. There's a
What?
bolt. Oh, okay,
Oh, I got it. I haven't seen you with this much fervor for the ones I've missed already, David.
Oh, well, because I'm tired.
That would have been helpful.
Oh, it's weird.
Oh, well. Sorry. Yeah, you know.
No, I want Shadow to go to Chaos Island, but he does literally nothing there. He's just on Chaos Island and then leaves.
If there are,
Place is boring.
if there are like any types of
Why
strange,
is it so hard to get?
unanswered plot holes in Frontiers, then a little Shadow DLC would be cool to like tie any loose ends up.
Right. I guess I'm not sure. Right. What loose ends are
Oh,
there?
that's
I feel
that's
like
why I didn't name any because I don't know.
right. I feel like the Final Horizon went. Hold on, we gotta answer every question.
Hey, I know one.
Yeah.
Shadow could find out what Zap means.
Oh, there we go.
Oh. Like he translates it. He's like, hold on,
Do it again, Chris.
Sonic.
Thank you. I did.
I've translated the word zap. It means like it's the god that they worshipped, and his name was Frank.
I thought you were gonna do
Okay.
a Zap Brannigan thing or something.
Zap.
I was expecting like, oh, they're zapped back to
It's
life
me, Zap
electronically. Or,
Brannigan.
No, it would be Roused
Frank.
Hour.
Frank,
It's Frank. Hey,
is that why the end was coming to kill them? Like, wow, your name sucks.
it's like it should be like, you know, you got Zeus and you've got other names.
Scrontarium. Here's a bolt.
That's cool.
I got it.
They got the
Nice.
destroyed page.
Bonk. Nobody had a really good answer for what that weird photo was. We didn't know, by the way. The best guess
Oh.
was like, yeah, that's probably Ifrit.
It's
And
not.
to be fair, that is the best guess.
That is the best guess, but that's not what Ifrit looks like.
That photo's like in the Ifrit section, right?
Yes.
Like it's not.
Yes.
It's not in anything that talks about like. Does Gerald never mentions Starfall Islands, right?
No.
Okay, good. I
Um,
don't think I want him going
yeah.
there.
It'd be a little weird if he's been involved with every single ancient thing ever.
I've done them all.
He investigated the mysterious books that could suck you in. I once had a
God.
dream that I was in the Arabian Nights. It was really confusing.
I was a fat cat.
Since it sounds like we have a
Help.
plethora of things to talk about, I could bring up one thing that crossed my mind 20 minutes ago was what if Big had a YouTube channel with one video that he uploaded called 4 Hours of Froggy to Study, Work, Relax To.
Okay.
That's the whole thought.
I know
if?
there
what
was
if?
I like it.
what was it? I think it was on April 20th. They posted like it was like a how is it? It was like a several hour long version of Big's Emerald Coast. Was that what I'm pretty sure that
Oh,
they
God,
did
right.
that
That did happen.
because it's like it sounds like stoner music.
Who
Right.
wants to be in a stone?
I'll be in a
Agent
stone.
Stone?
I forgot about that.
Who wants to be an agent? Wait.
I do.
Can't wait for Agent Stone to be in Sonic Racing Cross Worlds.
Oh, he could be a character. He'd be like, I must win for the doctor's love.
And was it? And that guy? He's in one of the most recent Assassin's Creeds. He like loves that character. They could easily get him back to play the character too. It's like once you've got Keanu, it's like yeah, you can get him. You can get Lee. Last name I don't want to butcher, so I'm not gonna say
Or so
I
you
think
could
it's Majdu.
Majdu.
If I'm wrong, be nice to me. Look, we're up here in the castle.
That's cool.
I love
Thanks.
exploring.
I actually own this place.
I love exploration.
Open that one from the back just to give you something interesting to look at.
Whoa, that's a collection item.
It is.
Yeah.
Even though Shadow has filled in some color into this world, it'd be nice if there was, some of those colors weren't gray.
But he loves the color gray because he's sad.
I want more colors to look at.
Like maybe these roof spires could be red tile instead?
Just something.
Burgundy?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Right, this should have been a game where Shadow discovers, like he sees a color wheel and he's like, I didn't realize there were so many colors in the world.
Of the rainbow.
Maria told me about some of these. I'm going to paint the rooftops.
Oh man, right, they could be little tiny robots. And they're like, we don't have any programming because oh, there's a bolt.
I got it.
Oh, okay, good. See, this is why I need to pay attention so you'll get them.
Me?
Maria always wanted to know what purple was.
Maria, what was your favorite color?
I like periwinkle.
Maria always wanted to know what purple was. I painted the floor purple for her memory.
I remember Maria wanted me to turn into a squid.
I'll do it
Who's
for
her
her.
favorite animal?
Shadow, when we go to Earth, I hope that you can transmorph into a squid when you enter the water.
Maria always wanted me to open 90 chests.
Shadow,
Not 89, 29, or 39, though, because those are awful numbers.
Damn right.
So many chests.
there are a lot. Oh, wow.
There's a reason that
I
there-
can't
there's
believe-
a
Could they
reason
not
that
have put
there's
some of
8
these pages in the same chest?
There's a reason that there's 80 bolts, not 79 bolts. That would just be silly.
Well, you know.
That wouldn't be funny, though, if Cubot was like, oh, I've got the last one right here. Whoops.
Right.
But why 80?
It got stuck in my neck.
All right, we're getting all the bolts.
Why not 100?
Right. I don't know how much is left after you get the last bolt, so I'm just
Yeah,
going to say this.
there
that
really
Rocket-
should have just been 50. Like, that
Yes.
extra
No.
30 are just, they're just useless.
What? They give you concept art and music and stuff.
You could have split up that concept art across the 50 bolts.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they'll put two chests right next to each other. Why not a third?
Yeah, like right here. You just got 2 right now.
Wow, I like the S.
Or it'd be nice
David,
if
what was your hot
the map
take?
told you
Oh,
where to
right,
go.
right. No, right. There should have been a Sonic 3D Blast level. The rocket shoots you to it.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was
That's
going to say.
understandable.
What 3D Blast level would you want?
Oh, 3 more.
Is the lava level
Volcano
called?
Valley.
Volcano Valley?
But like still isometric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Diamond Dust, I guess. Everyone loves Diamond
Alright.
Dust.
We've still never gotten any, ice levels in these games.
That's true. I guess
Yeah,
we
what
need
was
Diamond
level?
Dust.
Yeah, Diamond Dust.
Right.
Yeah, if you're not going to bring back Ice Cap, maybe get Diamond Dust. We'll settle for, or Halaska.
This place is almost as white as white space.
Almost.
Yeah, but now we're in red space.
White space is looking a lot more like sand space.
Oh,
sad space.
Would you want Puppet Panic just so you can hear that remix again?
That was my first question. Like, oh, what soundtrack are they gonna do?
I mean,
Maybe both.
They should do both. Like, the best way would be to do, to mix both songs together in one song. Although I guess if there's 2 acts, you could have one be one and one be the other.
I was listening earlier today to the episode Shadow OST again because I wanted to re-listen to those musics, and I forgot that the Westopolis remix is also like crossed with Radical Highway remix.
Whoa,
And I thought
Trophy.
that it was really I forgot just how good those 2 songs complemented each other, to the point that I'm just listening to it and then it just effortlessly transitions into a part of Radical Highway that it took me a moment to
Well-
realize, oh wait, that's not from Westopolis. And it's like, I think that remix is really good, and I think the Westopolis remix in Tokyo is also really good. I don't know which one I like more.
I like this one. I'll say it. I'll say it.
It's stuck up there.
The worst part is I don't even get all the pages in my recording.
What?
This is just fluff.
Oh, so we have to
I'm
do
not even gonna
another
lie to you.
part talking about the journal.
You found my trick. This is the Arabian Nights. I'm going to keep saying like there's one more part. Okay, we're done. But
But, does that mean there's even...
infinite content. There's the last one.
Oh, you found a bullet. Good.
Oh, wow.
It was just right there.
Oh, is that you being annoyed that you missed it?
Yes. It was incredibly annoying.
Oh, jeez.
So how,
Because I was going along with that stupid YouTube video and being like,
how
God
long
damn
is
it.
your original video recording?
This was 2.5 hours.
Oh, let's see.
Rocket has
Seeing
been
this for the very
completed?
first time.
Oh, joy
You're
of
welcome.
rapture. See. And there's the flicky. And then that flicky should open a portal out of its mouth, and you jump in, and
Ugh.
you go to Diamond Dust, and then Shadow's like, so cold, but I'm so...
I'm colder.
Kill!
All right, we gotta do the hard acts while we're out here. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, more
okay.
content.
This level is cold.
Yeah, more
but
content.
I'm the
There's so much
coolest.
you gotta split this up into multiple videos. Parts 8, parts 9, parts 10,
Not part
No
11.
one will ever know. I
parts
mean,
11.
maybe.
Yeah. I mean, well, what about like a movie franchise that has 11 films and that's it?
Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, technically, it could be two. I mean, there's going to be 11, but then also Hobbs and Shaw. That's 12. So that gets off on a technicality. Also, I think we don't even know if it's going to be called Fast 10 Part 2 or Fast 11. So we just have to wait.
Thanks,
is
The
that
Rock.
the last one, or did they decide that we're gonna do more anyway?
I think they decided that that's going to be the cord on, because since 10 didn't really 10 did okay, so I think they're like, okay, 11's going to be the last main one, but they still want to do more Rock movies.
He's a hot property right now. He's been pissing everywhere.
Whoa! He's a pissing machine. He can't stop pissing.
You know what? Same.
Right, like his wrestling name could have been, instead of The Rock, I guess just
The piss.
The Piss.
Can you smell what the piss is cooking?
Oh, yes, smells like fried chicken.
Yeah, I'd wear that shirt to 4th grade. Fuck it. Why not?
You
I
got
didn't know
a
they
little
could do
chaos
that.
control.
Oh, I don't know how. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
Whoa, you're gaming.
Could you tell me how to do it, David?
oh, we gotta press L2. It looks like.
Oh, and is it a teleport or is it a time travel thing? I'm just curious.
I think it's gotta be. You're warping time and space. You're warping around.
Laser!
It is kind of weird that even though, like, when you're shooting someone up in the air, even though you're basically like frozen, time still goes forward. So it's like you would think that time would also freeze when
It's
you're like
video
suspended in
game.
the air, but it doesn't.
It's to make
It's
sure
the
that
power of the Doom Spear.
to make sure the game is still fun.
No.
Well, there's the rails. Wait, were you supposed to destroy? Oh yeah, you just shoot them. All right. You did it. Okay, are you on a world record pace?
I think I am. Check that out. I still don't know how to use chaos control though.
I want to be a world record holder. Oh.
Of anything in particular or just generally?
Just in general. It doesn't matter what. I could be.
All you have to do is
There's a lot of,
all you do is
games.
just upload a video of one of you playing one of the games. You'll probably get on there.
Yeah, just pick some game no one's ever heard of.
Oh man.
Steal the ROM.
Is
and
there
you're
a
set.
world record for the Barbie game you played for FTCR?
Hold
Because if
on,
not,
let me
then you have the
check.
fastest.
Right.
I was going to say, at some point, one of you people are going to have to do this because we brought this up in like every single playthrough and we haven't done anything.
Of what? A world recording?
All the speedrun stuff. It's like every playthrough. It's like, well, dude, we could put it up as a speedrun, like to do it.
That's right. We need.
What's the name of the
Never
game
once
again?
suggested this. The Barbie
Barbie
game?
Supermodel?
Barbie Supermodel. Stefan, you don't know that?
Which
It
console?
was on the Sega Genesis and the Super Nintendo. The Genesis version is the one that I'm familiar with. I don't know if
I
there are
just
any.
like how
Yeah.
I just like how impatiently you said that. You're like Barbie
It's
Supermodel.
called Barbie Supermodel. How do you not know this? How do you not know this?
The fastest time is about under 4 minutes.
Oh,
Under 4 minutes. Well, is that in any percent? Is that what it
Yeah,
is?
any percent. Actually, yeah. Let's see. 100% is one person with 11 and a half minutes.
11 and a half. Okay.
you gotta beat
So-
Because
that.
the
If you literally just upload your thing, you'll be second place.
Yeah, David.
okay, right? Because I think the idea is an any percent would be you're just smashing forward. You don't even bother to memorize the dance that you do at the end. Like you just get through the 4 levels, which isn't as fun. 100%
Do,
that would be doing all the mini
Speedrunning's not
games
fun,
back
David.
and forth. Well, it should be. That's why you do it.
No.
Do you still have your footage, David?
Maybe.
Because I put that little meme in for like 8 seconds. So it'll probably disqualify the run. Where you were talking about how you would make your sister's Barbie wait in the roof while you fucked off.
I'm glad.
That's right, the lava storm.
The Barney game has an any % no controller option.
Oh, yeah,
just all luck.
because Barney can just, yeah.
And also,
I think,
over 100 people have submitted for it.
It's easy to do. You just turn the game on and walk away.
Yeah, the fastest is 9 minutes.
Right, because there is a bit of RNG involved because Barney will stop when he sees something, begging the player
like
to pick
me.
up the controller and interact, which of course you don't always. So it depends on like who's in his path, where are they, because there's some slightly different hiding spots, so it is possible to be a few seconds faster or slower. Just keep on doing it over and over and over and over again.
You know how we always talk about the Generations games show how much stronger the characters are because they can defeat bigger foes. Like one example is like those big robot guys, which normally in 06 you have to like do the ha 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 to take down, but then Shadow just took him down in one hit. So see? This Generations guy, he's stronger than he was in 06.
Oh, okay. Don't get crushed. That's my suggestion in this level.
Whoa! Oh.
You know what? Just because you asked, I'm not going to do it.
Oh, cool.
Just for you. Flawless run incoming.
Whoa. Okay, be careful. There might be some more crushers. Okay.
Might be a bolt around too.
Whoa.
The boulder.
Man, have you ever seen a boulder in real life?
A
It's
bolt?
not a boulder.
A boulder?
It's a rock.
I've seen some boulders in my time.
Oh. Was it ever in motion or was it just sitting there?
Oh
I
god.
was just kind of sitting there.
It'd be terrifying to see one in motion.
I guess it would, wouldn't it?
A little bit.
Like, I haven't thought about it too much. That's a good point.
Oh, no. Did you get a yes? Did you get a yes? Did you get a yes? Yes?
It
Ah!
wasn't flawless.
If only you know how to
Sorry.
use chaos control.
Yeah, I keep forgetting.
Oh, you gotta reach the goal while dodging a large number of spiked balls. There's so many.
Who left all these spike balls lying around?
This is why the Resistance is taking 6 fucking years in the comics to get anything done.
They're like, hey, Jewel the
Jewel the Beetle?
Beetle
David,
bug?
do you not know Jewel the Beetle?
I was like, Jewel, she's a beetle, she's a bug. Hey, Jewel the Beetle, can we go home yet? And she's like, sorry, there's still 27 spiked balls surrounding your home. Like,
We've
what?
been trying to reach the goal by jumping over them, but there's just so many.
So many.
Is IDW
Yeah.
so focused on this resistance stuff that it's just basically their way of being able to do freedom fighters?
Yeah, it's pretty much their way of both having,
kinda.
yes, they have the free, like, their own Freedom Fighters version, but also, like, a way to consolidate all the characters. Like, we want to have the characters be able to have, like, a place to hang out and, like, a reason to come together, so the Resistance is basically their explanation.
I also used the wrong word and influenced everyone. I meant to say the restoration.
Yeah, they will.
That's right.
It
It
becomes
became
the
the
restoration, but it's
restoration.
the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know. If it were me, like, I don't know, you can hang out in Tails' house, right?
They do hang out at
If it was Sonic
they do hang
Prime,
out
sure.
at Tails' house occasionally. So.
Yeah.
Sonic Prime, even Rude stops by Tails'
that
house.
reminds me of something that we were talking about in another chat of how many Sonic characters have houses. Let's see if I.
What was the answer we came up with? Because we were right.
Let me see if I can pull up what I said.
Right. Was this conversation had in our Discord's FTR Discord?
Yeah, no, because it was Sonic characters with confirmed living spaces: Tails, Knuckles, Eggman, Big, Chaotix, Cream, Blaze. Steven said Elise, Professor Pickle, the President. Amy had her apartment in SA1 in battle, but we don't know what the status of that
Yeah.
is.
Well, the one in battle's fine.
Well,
Unless you-
it's not decorated fine.
Oh, that's right. I guess the president, well, he only has a house for as long as he's in office, as far as we know, right?
Which at least as
That
of
is,
what we know, he's still the president. So
Right. We don't know when he was elected into office. In comparison, we've seen him twice. We saw him in SA2 and Shadow, so presumably.
We know skyscraper owner is not homeless because he has a skyscraper.
Right, he lives in that skyscraper.
we do know, thanks to the journal, that we have at least a confirmation of one other president.
Yeah, but he's not the president anymore, and presumably he's dead. Because it's been 50 years. Bet he's dead. Okay, right. So we have. Okay, right. There's some homes. I'm just trying to think. Like, okay, who?
I want the president to be like a monarchy in Sonic's world, where it's all like the same family.
Oh, they just call it the presidency.
Yeah, all the families
nice
are
save.
called the president. Like they are the presidents. That's their last name.
What if you use
It's like
chaos control?
Hedgehog.
I don't understand the question.
That's why.
Oh, whoa!
I think I was afraid to because I was like, would the gondola go slow then?
Oh,
Ah.
I didn't. Yeah, you did.
Hooray.
But you did it. Now you got Ness. Whoa.
Oh, thank goodness.
Your
I
S
was tired
ranking.
of not having an S.
Whoa, you got a trophy.
Thank you. I have the platinum now. It's pretty cool.
Whoa. You better get those last 2 pages, I guess, even though you said you didn't get them all.
Yeah, I didn't get them all. I just wanted to be like, man, look how slow this is. I guess it is a piece of paper, though.
Oh, you ate it.
Oh. And there's more dialogue I didn't show.
Shadow, you've destroyed him before. I am certain you can do it again. I will. That's right. Do you think Shadow and Omega,
right.
they could fall in love, right?
You know those old couples that bicker all the time, but they care about each other still?
Yeah.
And it's portrayed sweetly? It's kind of like that, right?
Yeah.
Hey. Whoa. That professor.
He talked
Yeah,
to
he's
he
really-
talked to him.
He did talk
This
to
rod
him.
is really bent. How heavy is that word?
Oh, it gets heavier in red space, I guess.
Oh, true.
She really enjoys fishing.
All right, bye.
That's right. Oh, man. Okay.
It's coming to an end. Isn't this sad?
I know. I had a thought, but I'm not going to say it.
Look how green Gerald is.
Then why bring it up?
Well, why'd you say that? David!
I
Now you have to.
just wanted to tease the audience.
Oh,
About what?
it,
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
okay, well, I have you covered. Don't
Oh, say
worry. I'll
Maria.
tease them instead soon.
Okay. Maria loves Shadow.
Really?
That's what she
He
said.
just looks green. He just looks like a zombie. I can't get over it.
I think I have an inkling of what comes next.
I'm gonna die.
I think it's a racing game.
Maybe
So
Shadow.
another interesting thing I saw some people suggest about the idea that one of the reasons why Gerald snaps is because he realized, after Maria dies, is that even though he told Shadow not to tell him, he ends up getting pissed at that Shadow for not telling him, in basically kind of like a haphazard insanity craze. He's like, why, even though I told him not to tell him, why didn't he tell me? And that's why he reprograms Shadow's memory.
Whoa.
That'd be mean of him.
That's an interesting
All right.
theory. I'll steal it.
David, if you're not going to tease our audience, I've decided that I will.
Okay.
As soon as this dialogue ends, I will tease our audience.
Okay.
Now listen carefully.
He has got a special Sonic-related announcement for you guys. Ken, I'm gonna go ahead and let you take it away.
Sure.
So, Ken, my first question And this may seem obvious, but there's something happening to your face.
Here? Sure. I was playing with the idea of like, how do I...
Announced 3 upcoming Sonic the Hedgehog related Let's Plays on FTCR.
And I just figured this is a really interesting and creative way for our fans to know, like, this is what awaits right here.
I'm seeing a
right
little
on my
orange,
face.
a little
Yeah.
white on the tip. That can only mean one thing, Ken.
Sure.
So scared.
It's probably much easier to understand if you just try it. Go over and touch Knight. FBI, open
But ever since his Genesis debut in 1991, Sonic the Hedgehog has been one of the most recognizable icons in gaming, rivaling the likes of Mario and Pikachu. He's appeared in nearly every game genre, and one of Sonic's genres, racing, has a new title coming around the bend. Our next guest here today to talk to us about all things Team Sonic Racing is the man behind the famous Hedgehog's famous Twitter. That's right, the Sonic Twitter guy is Twitter guy is here.
Master Chief comes. A pristine, one-of-a-kind shadow hat that we totally didn't buy on Amazon.
Okay.
And I got this for you.
Are you gonna wear it for me?
I was thinking maybe you could wear it,
Oh,
actually.
sure. Very nice. I love Shadow. I miss Shadow.
I got that vibe from you last year, so I figured we'd do...
Twitter guy is...
Oh, that's perfect.
Gonna fit? So it's gonna be a little tight, I think. I don't know if it's gonna
It
fit
kind
me.
of fits.
But
You could,
Twitter
yeah,
guy
you don't
is
maybe,
kind of fit. All right,
if it doesn't fit, it's all good.
Shadow hat.
That was the shot I wanted right there.
There you go.
That's
That's perfect.
Right to the Sonic Twitter.
The internet loves it.
It might not have ever seemed a possibility. If you truly love video games like I do, this moment is for all of us.
All right, you don't have to go on, but you can't stay here. Bye, everybody.